Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about social science 6th standard term 3 unit 2 globe. Now we will continue of the lesson globe.
Today we'll learn about the latitudes and longitudes of the Earth. Have you ever wondered how the location or position of any place is determined? Let me explain this. Whoa, it looks so yum. Our Earth looks like an orange. It is spherical from the sides and flat at the top and bottom. The latitudes and longitudes are invisible lines that help us identify a place using geometrical coordinates. An easy way to remember the orientation is that latitudes are lateral, and longitudes are long. Let's learn about them one by one. At first, latitudes. Latitude lines circle the globe in east-west direction. It measures how far north or south a specific point lies from the equator. They're also known as parallels. The equator at 0 degrees separates the Earth into northern and southern hemisphere. Locations to its north lies in between 0 degrees north to 90 degrees north, while to its south the positions are between 0 degrees south and 90 degrees south. The distance between each degree of latitude is approximately 69 miles. And now the longitudes. Longitudinal lines run from the North Pole to the South Pole. It measures how far east or west a point lies from the prime meridian. These are also known as prime meridians. Longitudes can vary from 0 degrees to 180 degrees east. The distance between longitudes at the equator is the same as latitude, roughly 69 miles. At 45 degrees south or north, the distance between is about 49 miles. The distance between longitudes reaches to 0 at the poles as the lines of meridian converge at that point. Now we'll see some of the notable latitudes and longitudes. The most important of these are the equator and the prime meridian. The equator is a line passing through the center of the Earth and is considered as the reference point for latitudes, whereas the prime meridian is a line passing through Greenwich, England, and is considered as the reference point for longitudes. It is also the source to calculate time and international dateline. Each degree refers to 4 minutes. There are 24 time zones in the world. If an event happens at 11 a.m. in Greenwich, England, it would be reported at 4:30 p.m. in Calcutta, India. The other important latitude is the Tropic of Cancer in the north and the Tropic of Capricorn in the south. Apart from these, the Arctic and Antarctic circle at 66.5 degrees north and south respectively are equally necessary. These latitudes divide the Earth into the tropic zone. It's the hottest zone with countries like Colombia, Brazil, Kenya. Temperate zone, the moderate zone with countries like India, Japan, United States of America. And the polar zone, the coldest zone with countries like Norway, Iceland, and Finland. Penguins live in the polar zone's southern hemisphere. That's it for today, kids. Stay tuned for next video. Bye-bye.
Significant line of longitude. Greenwich Meridian. The Royal Astronomical Observatory is located at Greenwich near London in England. According to the International Meridian Conference held in 1884. Washington, D.C. in the USA, all national agreed on choosing the Greenwich meridian as the international standard meridian 0 degree. This line of longitude is called the prime meridian and it is also known as the Greenwich meridian because it passed through Greenwich. Now look at the map: north, south, east, west. Now see the center 0 degrees Celsius in longitude. International date line. The 180-degree line of longitude has been fixed as the international date line, drawn on the Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Russia through Bering Strait. If a person crossed this line from the west to east, he lost a day. On the other hand, when he crosses from the east to west, he gains a day based on this. The date is fixed for different countries or regions of the world. Do you know? The international date line is not straight. If the line is drawn straight, two places in the same country will have different dates. So the international date line is found zigzag in certain place to avoid confusion. Look at the picture. International date line. The international date line called zigzag. Earth grid. The imaginary lines of latitude and longitude from a grid-like pattern on the surface of the earth, known as the earth grid or geographical grid. Earth grid. To locate a place exactly on the earth, the longitudinal and longitudinal extension are required. Now let us see longitude and time. As many as 360 lines of longitude are drawn to connected the north and south poles around the earth 180 degree on the eastern hemisphere and 180 degree on the western hemisphere. Time is calculated on the basis of the lines of longitude. The earth takes 1 day to rotate on its axis. One day equal to 24 hours. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. 24 hours equal to 1440 minutes. The angle of the earth 360 degree. 360 degree means 360 longitude. 360 longitude means 1444 minutes. So 1 degree 1440 by 360. 4, that means 4 minutes. In 4 minutes equal to 1 degree rotation. In 60 minutes 60 by 4 equal to 15 degree rotation. So in an hour 60 minutes the earth rotate 15 degree. Local time. When the sun is overhead on the particular line of longitude, it is 12 noon. At the place located on that line of longitude is this called local time. The sun is overhead on the line of longitude only once in a day. So the local time difference for every line of longitude. When the sun is overhead, the Greenwich meridian at 12 noon. It is the local time of that place. The world time is calculated by this standard line of longitude. It is known as the Greenwich means time GMT. For example, if the time is 12 noon at Greenwich meridian, it is 12 hour 4 minutes pm at 1 degree east line of longitude and 11 hours 56 am at 1 degree west line of longitude. So, as one moves towards the east from any meridian, the time increases. And if one moves towards the west from any meridian, time decreases. Do you know the word meridian is derived from the Latin word meridianus. It means mind day, medius middle, dies day. So meridian means that position of the sun found overhead at a place at noon. Position of the sun found overhead at a place at noon. AM means anti-meridium. Anti-meridium before noon. PM means post-meridium. Post-meridian means after and later afternoon. Standard time. Local time is calculated when the sun is overhead at noon. Many lines of longitude many pass through a country. Countries many or many not observe a common time. The standard time of a country or a part of it is calculated keeping a particular meridian as a standard once. The meridians are selected in multiples of 15 degree or 7.5 degree. It is done in such a way that a variation of standard time from the Greenwich is expressed Earth as 1 hour or half an hours. Look at the image. The longitudinal extent of India is from 68 degree 7 east to 97 degree 25 east. As many as 29 lines of longitude pass through India. Having 29 standard time is not logical. Hence, 82.5 degree east line of longitude is observed as the prime meridian to calculate the Indian Standard Time (IST). Do you know the 82.5 degree east line of longitude pass through Mrs.R.K.Alaisevvi near Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. This is located at an equal distance from Guramota in Gujarat and Kibatu in Arunachal Pradesh. Time zones. The world has 24 time zones. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent, so they have more than one standard time. Example, Russia has 7 time zones. We saw about the lines of latitude and longitude drawn on the globe. Bases these physical landforms, sea, oceans, countries, etc. are also found on the globe. Do you know 0 degree north and south, 23.5 degree north and south lines of latitude are called low latitudes. 23 degree of north and south, 66.5 degree north and south lines of latitudes are called middle latitudes. 66.5 degree north and south, 90 degree and of north and south lines of latitudes are called high latitudes. Let's recap of the lesson. The imaginary lines drawn horizontally from the east to west on the globe and map are called lines of latitude or parallels. The imaginary line drawn vertically from the north to south on the globe and maps are known as lines of longitude or meridians. The 0 degree lines of longitude is called the equator. The 0 degree line of longitude is called the Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. The part of the earth from the equator 0 degree to north pole 90 degree is called the northern hemisphere, and from the equator 0 degree to south pole 90 degree is called the southern hemisphere. The part of the earth from the Greenwich meridian 0 degree to 180 degree east line of longitude is called the eastern hemisphere, and from equator 0 degree to 180 degree west line of longitude is called the western hemisphere. Lines of longitude are circles which are drawn at the distance of about 111 kilometer. The poles are shown as points. Lines of longitude are drawn as semicircle. Distance between the line longitude at the equator is 111 kilometer at 45 degree latitude, and the coverage at the poles. Lines of latitude do not merge with lines of longitude coverage at the poles. Time is calculated on the basis of the lines of longitude. The 180 degree lines of longitude is the international date lines. Now let us see book by question answers.